Jai Shri Mataji. Let us all bow down to Shri Mataji, raise our Mother Kundalini and put Bandhan. Let us recite Shri Ganesh Mantra. Let us place our right hand on Mother Earth. Shri Mataji, kindly help us to balance our left channel. Shri Mataji, kindly establish the power of pure desire within us. Right hand back in our lap, the left hand towards the sky. Shri Mataji, kindly balance our right channel. Shri Mataji, kindly establish the power of pure attention within us. Both hands in our lap, and let us bring our attention on our Sahasrara. Let us listen to Shri Mataji's speech now.
When the Mahalakshmi principle comes, then there are 9 Lakshmis which are described, Navadha, 9, which get completely manifested in a human being. One of them, as we call as Gruha Lakshmi. Gruha Lakshmi means the family. The wife becomes a very wonderful person. She doesn't object to things, she doesn't react, but she is very sensible and she builds up all her children in a beautiful manner. On the contrary, where she is not a Gruha Lakshmi, she takes pride in working out something like men. Means to her, her job is important, her bank balance is important. But the real bank balance of a Gruha Lakshmi is her family and her children. If she doesn't have that, she will be just thinking that she's very great, she can compete with this man or that. Women don't understand that their greatest capacity is to love. How is it that Lakshmi is a woman and all the goddesses are women? And what is the quality of these goddesses? Is to bestow blessings on people of their own nature, of their own qualities. So to think that we are better off than men because we have more money is the greatest idiocy. You may have money, but your children will be ruined. Your family will be dead. When you make a good family, then you create a beautiful, very beautiful universe around. And universes after universes like this can create a beautiful universe in the whole world. There's nothing to sacrifice, but to enjoy everything. As I said, you enjoy your hospitality, you enjoy your generosity, which you do not feel is a misery or a trouble, but you just enjoy it. At least I enjoy it. If I can give something to someone, that's the greatest blessing. So, the idiotic people, they believe that generosity is stupid. But they are the real stupid. So, to create a proper home for your children is a very great work today, and it has to be done. Again, their selfishness comes. Human beings have so many such hurdles in life because I don't know why he doesn't enjoy it. So the selfishness comes in, and they will only love their own children. They will only love their own husbands, or they will love only their own wives. This doesn't create a good family. I'm talking about the global family. For us, everybody is a realized soul, and their family and our family is one. But then they will create problems, talking, gossip. I'm surprised even in Sahaja Yoga we have many women who just go on gossip. Their style was gossip. Because I'm talking about Lakshmi and Mahalakshmi, I have to warn the women because they are the ones who will create the great principles, the great symbols of Lakshmi and Mahalakshmi. So the gossiping is a very common disease even today in India. I've seen them buying 5, 6 Sahajoginis meet. They go on talking. I don't know what do they talk. Never about Sahaja, never. What they talk is what's wrong with another person, who is the wrong type of a person, what we call gossip. And this gossip has created big problems for us in the collective. So best thing I would advise to keep quiet. Even when they come to my house, they talk. They have no sense that we should keep quiet. Without quietude, you cannot enjoy the cool vibrations of the day. Just go on gossiping and talking is not a sign of very developed people. Inside. That's why the first thing is that women should become much more compassionate, much more tolerant and enjoyable. Because you meet somebody, they will start immediately telling you that is wrong with this person, this is wrong with that person. But there's no need. But they will only come and give you bad news, all kinds. But they enjoy giving the bad news, but they think they are very important. And when they think they are important, they can be very dangerous people, very dangerous. Because I think it's the women who have to work it out much more than men to understand the value of self. Because their own children are concerned. Their family is one of the units of self. I'm saying this because now I've been noticing it very common that the women in Sahaja Yoga are not up to the point as they should have been. They gossip too much. So they should take to Mauna, I think, take to complete silence, not talk. Those who are really very much effective, who are doing the great work, are always quiet. They don't talk. I've seen they don't even come and see me, just receive back. While the women who think they are something special, they are the most dangerous. So, the power of Lakshmi that actually first falls on the shoulder of women should be Mahalakshmi. And this one is a challenge to all the Sahajavinis to behave themselves and to become greater women than all the rest of the women of the world. We have some very, very good, very great Sahajavinis, no doubt. But their style is different and they are working out things in such a manner that is absolutely adorable. They are just working for Sadhu. They do not bother about their personal relationships or their personal eminence. They just want to help Sadhguru in everything. Then there is another Lakshmi called as Gaja Lakshmi. Actually it means, Gaja means elephant. What is the quality of an elephant is that the elephant walks with a certain gait, which is the movement on both the sides. As I have said you, I have seen people, especially women, who walk like horses, really. They just walk like horses. So once a dance teacher told me, should I start another a dance school? I said, better start a dance school, doesn't matter. But are you sure you can teach them to dance or they would be just galloping? Why? Because what I've seen of women here, that they walk like horses, I must say. How can these women who walk like horses can do dance, Indian dance? Very different. So, now we have to see what is the gait, how you walk. Do you walk like an elephant or you walk like a horse? Especially for men. Men should not walk like elephant, but should walk like horses, all right. But the worst thing that has happened is that men dress up like women and women dress up like men. Now what to do? Why this kind of a man transformation taking? Why do they take to such things? For what is the advantage of becoming a woman when he is a man and a woman becoming a man? That is the reason we show that they want to have some change. Some change is important. You like to change your dress, like to change your houses, even your sexes you want to change. But why not change your complete being through self-realization? That is very important. To understand that we are transformed. And we must have our own dignity of Sahaja. The way we behave, the way we move about the world. My experience is that once they come to Sahaja, mostly they become very, very beautiful people. And that gradually start growing like flowers, fragrant with their compassion. But also there are who do not understand how to do. They have their own small circle into which they move and they get just stagnant. They become dog. And then such surgeries have to leave surgery. So, it is the responsibility of all the surgeries to watch and see how far their mind is working. Where are they? What are they doing? How are they achieving their status as surgery? So these Lakshmi and Lakshmis, I would say, and also the Lakshmipatis in Sayoga have to be very different than the other people who have money. Mahalakshmi principle should give you a very sober, balanced, affectionate and loving family. If it doesn't give you, then you should know there's something missing. After all, you have come to Sayoga not for anything else but for your growth. And to keep that growth on, you have to acquire a sense of understanding what should be your personality. Relative to others. Relative to other people who are still seeking, who are still blind. We have to achieve a global emancipation. I know that's my vision is. And the other day we were counting how many projects have started. So we have to stop at 35. Already 35 projects have started in India, also in other countries. And they are only for emancipating human beings. But firstly, as I told you, to do work in Sayoga, you have to be a detached person. That is the quality of a Mahalakshmi person. That such a person is detached. He is not attached to things which are worthless. But that doesn't mean that you take a sannyasa and run away from the family, run away from your household, run away from it. That's not detachment. That's running away. But detachment is that when you have everything, still you are detached. In the sense, you do not feel concerned about your own gain out of this. Such things can happen very easily if you really introspect. And introspection is the best way of meditation. First introspect and then meditate. Then you will go. And the real joy of yourself, of your spirit, will really give you such enjoyment that you will not take to stupid, insignificant things. But you will become very significant people in Sayoga who will do such wonderful work that everybody will be amazed that an ordinary human being, how can he achieve such? How can he work it out? As I have told you before, that after realization you become extremely creative. Creative in everything, especially in giving realization to others. And also creative in your life of art, music, poetry, drama, writing, all kinds of things. We have seen now so many pieces who have never been on the stage even, have given very great, inspiring lectures. So the creativity comes like an inspiration for others. They see you and they feel inspired. You are not the one who goes into the shadow and sits back, but openly you come out with no pride or no sort of aggression, but complete humility. And you give such beautiful feelings to others, such understanding about yourself and about the other through your collective consciousness. See about collective consciousness and other things. So many people have talked. The other day you saw it. There were so many people like Jung, and also there were other scientists and also other philosophers who have talked about it. But you have got it, you have the experience of collective consciousness. Despite that, if you are lagging behind in your progress of in Sahaja, that means there's something wrong. Some sort of a load you are carrying on your head. If you have attachments, there would be loads on your head. In Sahaja, you are involved with everything and you are detached. And such a miracle happens to you, which you know very well. I don't have to describe. So a new personality with a Mahalakshmi principle comes. Mahalakshmi principle is the one which takes you to your seeking, and when you have found out the reality, the truth, then you progress. With Mahalakshmi principle only, you get your realization. You know that very well. That through the Mahalakshmi channel only, you rise and you get your realization. So, to become a great Sahaja, you have to look after your Mahalakshmi principle. Now there are people I've seen who care for cheap popularity. I've known people who will do everything for others, do this, do that, but only for popularity. There's no essentially understood. They are not essentially understood that whatever you are doing, is it for cheap popularity? You don't have to fight an election itself. You don't have to cast your votes in election. But what happens daily? The person who has that dynamism of Sahaja just comes up. Everybody knows. Not talking, not impressing, not showing off, not going after cheap popularity, but growing with it. For that I cannot say bottom. How does a tree grow by itself? You are living examples of Sahaja. So how will you grow? By yourself. By yourself you will grow. It's a promise that is given to you by the divine. But allow it to grow through introspection and meditation. And what we call complete dedication and devotion. The other day I told you about the word Shraddha. It's not just praying, it's not just having faith, but Shraddha is that you have it in your heart, the enjoyment of achievement through your devotion and dedication. That should be called as Shraddha. With that thing only it will work out. You have to have faith in yourself and faith inside. You know you have got it. Those people were talking about it, but you have got it. You know what is collective consciousness. You know that you are in the collective consciousness. But how far you have grown into it is to be seen. It's very important. For that I did not in this short time describe to you all the qualities of the Lakshmi. But try to understand that a person who has Lakshmi principle has to have all these special qualities, otherwise he is not the worshipper of Lakshmi. And that's how I would today bless you all with the proper wisdom and the proper understanding of the Lakshmi principle through the lights which are enlightened within your heart. May God bless you.
Let us recite the Mahamantras.
त्वमेव साक्षात् श्री महालक्ष्मी महासरस्वती महाकाली त्रिगुणात्मिका कुण्डलिनी साक्षात् श्री आदिशक्ति माताजी श्री निर्मला देव्यै नमो नमः। ॐ त्वमेव साक्षात् श्री कल्की साक्षात् श्री आदिशक्ति माताजी श्री निर्मला देव्यै नमो नमः। ॐ त्वमेव साक्षात् श्री कल्की साक्षात् श्री सहस्रार स्वामिनी मोक्षप्रदायिनी माताजी श्री निर्मला देव्यै नमो नमः।
Thank you, Shri Mataji, for blessing us with this beautiful morning meditation. Let us all bow down to Shri Mataji, raise our Mother Kundalini and put Bandhan. Let us all meet again tomorrow morning, same time. Jai Shri Mataji.